How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. This is some of the most valuable wisdom my grandmother gifted me as a young mother, particularly a young mother going through trauma with this big mess in front of me to clean up, both physically in my environment after leaving an abusive relationship with 2 young children and pretty much a wrecker's yard. 16 cars, I think, most of them broken, and rubbish and all sorts to get rid of. And as they say, your outer environment is often a direct reflection of your inner environment. So I've had a lot of work to do over the years since she offered me that pearl to get to where I am today. But if I can do it, you can do it too. And one bite at a time is all it takes. And I've seen this wisdom come around in circles in many different ways in my life. And I've come to a new part of understanding and applying that method at the moment. I'm trying to develop new habits and new ways of being, and developing new habits is no easy task, especially when you know it's going to be valuable, but your ancient brain really kicks in and says, no, this is too different. I've got to bring us back to the way we're used to doing things. All that cortisol, all that fear gets activated, and we self-sabotage, and we end up sitting down and emotionally eating or something. Oh, that was a lot to get out, but I hope you got my meaning. So in studying habit forming a couple of years ago and making it stick, I ran into the concept and the strategy of habit bundling. And habit bundling is basically the understanding that any habit that's going to last needs a trigger, and then the habit comes after the trigger. So if you can pick something that you already do on a regular basis and then attach your new habit to happen straight after that trigger, you have more of a chance of succeeding. Even more of a chance of succeeding if you make that new habit not overwhelming, but a tiny bite, like a nibble. So one bite at a time. I decided this week, for example, to get my library under control, because I've got so many self-help and business and leadership and spirituality books that they've ended up in stacks, right? And my library is a beautiful place to go and sit and absorb all that wisdom, but it's cluttered. So I want to get it organized. So what's an existing habit that I could attach that to? I figured an easy one was going toilet. So go toilet, you wash your hands, you've already got a habit bundle happening there. So I just added in, put a few books away. So each time I go toilet, I now put a few books away, do a little bit of that task. And I tell you what, if I stick at it, within a couple of weeks, that library will be sussed. And then I can apply that new habit bundle to another task that will improve my environment or my life. But just a tiny nibble. It can start if you want to bundle exercise. The guy I learned it off, he would just do his habit bundle and he'd start with 2 push-ups. Nothing hard, and then you add to it as it becomes easy. So anyway, one bite at a time, and before you know it, your mission will be accomplished. I got cleared out that whole backyard. I cleared out and continue clearing out the shadows and cobwebs of my mind, and now I'm at a point where I'm fine-tuning, and I'm still doing it one bite at a time. You can too.